Your child is never going to come to you and say this: "Mom, I'm so terrified every time I step into the field. I'm so afraid of making mistakes." In some instances, they might come to you, but they're ashamed. Coming to you saying, "I can feel myself disappearing and I do not know how to stop it." And this is the loneliest feeling that I've ever had in my career when I was 10, 11 years old. They're never going to say that. Not because they do not feel it, because they cannot name it. Because they do not have the framework to understand what is happening to them in games. Because admitting fear feels like admitting weakness. And admitting weakness to the parent who drives them to practice every single day and pays for the club fees for the private trainer for every camp, who stands on the sideline every single weekend, that feels unbearable. So they say nothing, or they say, "I played fine," or they say, "I don't know what happened out there." They lie to themselves because they're embarrassed. And they say, "I just wasn't feeling good today. They were better." They find excuses. "It was my friend's fault. He missed a goal. The goalie wasn't good." Because you love them and you can see that they're already hard on themselves, and that the last thing you want to do is to add to it. So the conversation ends, you don't talk to them, and that's probably the best scenario. But the car ride goes quiet, and the things that needs to be said, the real thing, the most important thing, gets buried. This is the silence that is costing your child their game. I do not mean that dramatically, I mean it literally and specifically. Every week, the real conversation does not happen. Every week that fear goes unnamed and unaddressed is another week your child walks onto the field alone with something they do not know how to handle. Let me tell you what it feels like from the inside, because your child cannot tell you, but I can, because I've experienced that myself. I've helped already 550 players with this one particular thing, the fear of making mistakes. Imagine you're extraordinarily good at something. You have work every single year, every single day. People tell you regularly that you have real talent. You can feel it yourself in the right moments. That sense of flow, of everything clicking, of being exactly where you're supposed to be. Now imagine that every time the moment matters the most, every time the environment is the one that counts, something takes over. When the referee blows the whistle and you start the game, something automatic, something you did not choose and you can't control. Your body shuts down, tighten up. Your touches get tighter, your decision making gets smaller. The choices that feel obvious in practice suddenly feel risky in ways you cannot fully explain. You find yourself passing when every instinct says to shoot, dropping deep when everything says to go forward, and you can see it happening. You are aware of it in real time. Your son or daughter are watching themselves playing scared, and they cannot stop it. They don't know what to do. And after the game, they cannot explain to anybody, because how do you explain? My brain was hijacking myself. My body was weak for no reason. I don't know, but I was just tired today. No, it's going to happen repeatedly every single week, because your child doesn't know how to play under pressure. And the gap between who you are, who your child is, and your child on the field, that's a big gap, right? And here's the part that I need parents to sit with. The gap between who your child is, who they are able to be in games, does not close passively, does not close with time. It does not close with more training. It does not close with a better team or different coach. Oh, if only the coach was nicer, or if only they had that teammate instead of the other teammate. It closes when somebody decides to close it deliberately, when you focus on the right things, the right tools, the right environment, and the right support. That's how you can get there, right? But if you shift, if you say, "I'm going to do more technical training," or "I'm going to speak with my local therapist that they have no soccer experience, they have no results to show for," that's where your child is going to say, "I went to this sport therapist and nothing happened, something wrong with me." Instead, they haven't been through the right process. They need accountability, they need the right mechanism, they need the right mental tools we teach in our program. And I haven't seen other programs repeatedly every single month, 20 to 25 kids every single month, and 50% of those are on my pages, testimonials. Like, we have 5 to 7 testimonials every single month, because we know exactly how to fix your child's fears. And I have a link here in the description if you ever want to go on a call with our specialist to see if your child is a good fit for the program. But your kid is loving the game, right? They love the game. They want to play professionally, maybe. They want to play in college, maybe not, but they want to play freely. That's the main goal. But if nobody tells them that how to play freely in games, they're not going to learn themselves. Maybe some of them, they're lucky and they find a good coach, a good mentor, they can get there. But what if you join a program that has transformed over 500 players and there are a specific method that can guarantee your results as long as your child does the work? Obviously, we can't promise you will become the captain of the team. You will be playing for Real Madrid. But what we can promise you is if your child does the work, you're going to see improvement, right? For some people have expectations that their child is on the bench and they play for the national team. We can't guarantee that to any players. Every case is different. Every behavior is different. But what we can guarantee is where they are today, they're going to be better in 90 days for sure. Some of them become captain. Some of them go play pro. Some of them get scholarships. Some of them become top leader in their teams. But obviously we can't guarantee a specific outcome because we're not the coaches of the team. We're not the president of the team. It's every result depends on the effort that they put. So without further ado, again, if you want to join our mentorship program, if you're not ready for that, I also have a link here below for our mini course. You can buy it for $27. Your kid can implement. We have cases where they bought that program $27. They went through the mini course 10-minute video. They implemented the exact strategy and their kids scored 3 goals in that game. If you want more weekly coaching calls, mentorship program, accountability, results guaranteed, improvement guaranteed, or we work for free, then the mentorship program might be for you. But obviously we don't take anybody that book a call. We want to make sure that we are the right fit and that also that we can help, because if we do help, then we do have to guarantee results. So we need to make sure that your child is a good fit and is willing to do the work. So I'll see you in the next video.